In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. My dear brothers and sisters, my beloved family in faith, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have you ever stood in the depths of the night, your hands raised, your heart heavy, pouring out your soul to your Creator? Have you ever repeated a plea so often that the words feel etched on your tongue and you wonder, is anyone listening? Is my dua rising above the ceiling? Let me tell you today, with absolute certainty, Allah hears you. He, the Almighty, the All-Hearing, the Ever-Near, says in the Quran, and your Lord says, call upon me, I will respond to you. Quran 40:6 this is a divine promise, and Allah never breaks His promise. But the human heart is anxious, we want a sign, we seek reassurance. So how do you know when Allah has accepted your call? What are the signals from the divine? My dear brothers and sisters, my beloved family in faith, let us begin by planting a seed of understanding deep within our hearts. That seed is this: every single one of us has known that moment. That profound, vulnerable moment where we stand, whether in the physical quiet of our rooms or in the crowded solitude of our own thoughts, and we call out. We raise our hands, we lower our gaze, and we send a plea soaring from the very depths of our being towards the heavens. We confess our fears, our needs, our deepest yearnings to the One who created us. And in the echo that follows our whispered Amin, a question, quiet yet persistent, often arises. It is not a question of faith, for our faith tells us He hears. It is a question from the human soul, weary from waiting, longing for a signal, for a sign that the connection was made, that the message was received, and that an answer is on its way. We ask ourselves, how do I know? How can I be sure? I want you to understand something fundamental. The act of making dua, of sincerely calling upon Allah, is in itself a magnificent sign of His grace upon you. He placed that need in your heart. He instilled in you the recognition of your own fragility and His ultimate power. He opened the door of conversation for you. That in itself is a blessing. But the human heart, as we know, is a jewel, impatient. It seeks reassurance. It seeks a tangible thread to hold on to in the darkness of uncertainty. And so Allah, in His infinite mercy and understanding of our nature, does not leave us in complete silence. He communicates with us in a language beyond words, in a series of subtle, profound shifts within our own being and in the world around us. The first and perhaps most crucial of these divine signals is the descent of a profound, inexplicable sense of tranquility and a true, unwavering trust in Him, what we know as sakina and tawakkul. Think of it like this, my dear friends. You have been carrying a burden, a worry so heavy it has become a constant companion. It weighs on your chest, it clouds your thoughts, it steals your sleep. You have tried everything within your limited human capacity to solve it. You have exhausted your plans, your connections, your own strength. And finally, in a state of beautiful desperation, you turn it all over. You present this burden not as a problem for Allah to solve your way, but as an admission. You are my Lord, and I am your servant. This is beyond me. I cannot carry this anymore. I place it with all its complexities and its pain into your hands, knowing that your hands are the most capable, your wisdom is the most complete, and your plan for me is the most perfect. And then something miraculous happens. The burden does not necessarily vanish. The situation may not have changed yet, but the weight of it lifts. It is as if you have been struggling to hold a boulder above your head for months, and suddenly a gentle, mighty force takes it from you. You feel lighter. The tightness in your chest eases. A calm, a peace that truly does surpass all understanding settles over your heart. This is not the peace of denial, of pretending the problem doesn't exist. This is the profound peace of resolution. It is the peace that comes from knowing, with a certainty that settles in your bones, that the matter is now in the charge of the Lord of the worlds. The one who measured the mountains, who counts the stars, who knows the secret of every leaf that falls, He is now personally handling your affair. This, my brothers and sisters, is sakina. It is a direct gift from Allah, a divine comfort sent down to reassure the believing heart. It is the first and most intimate answer to your plea. It is Allah saying to your soul, Be at ease. I am here. I have heard you. Rest now. This tranquility is the foundation upon which true tawakkul is built. Tawakkul is often misunderstood as passive waiting. It is anything but. Tawakkul is active, dynamic trust. It is you doing your due diligence, seeking the means, working hard, consulting, planning, but doing so with a heart that is utterly free from anxiety about the outcome. You strive as if everything depends on you, but you trust with that profound peace, as if everything depends on Allah, because in the ultimate sense it does. Before this sign you were making dua, but perhaps part of you was still white, knuckling the steering wheel of your life, terrified to let go. After this sign, you have moved to the passenger seat of trust. You are still present, you are still engaged, but you are no longer straining against a path you cannot fully see. You have a serene confidence in the driver. You know he knows the destination, he knows every bump and turn on the road, and he will get you there in the perfect time, by the perfect route, even if it is not the route you had mapped out for yourself. This shift from anxious control to serene surrender is a monumental spiritual victory. It is evidence that your dua has not only been heard, but has begun its transformative work within you. Allah is first changing you, preparing the vessel to receive the blessing in the best way. For what use is a blessing granted if the heart receiving it is still riddled with worry, mistrust, and self-reliance? The greatest gift He can give you is not merely the thing you asked for, but the gift of Himself, the gift of a relationship where you truly know that you are safe, you are heard, and you are cared for by the most merciful. That feeling, that unshakable peace after sincere supplication, is the first and most powerful sign that your dua has been accepted. It is the divine whisper in your soul, I am taking it from here. Trust in me.